Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about multi-symbol backtesting function. What is multi-symbol backtesting? Multi-symbol backtesting is developed to use for backtesting on various strategies on multi-symbols. How to find the function? Multi-symbol backtesting is located on the top icon in the system menu which call Lab. Once click on it, Multi-Symbol Backtesting tab will show up and the Strategy Settings panel will pop out. You can start to set up strategy settings or click X in the panel upper right to close it. Then if you want to reselect or adjust the symbol strategy setting again, you just use the gear button in the upper right corner. How to apply a multi-symbol backtesting? On the first tab of Strategy Settings panel, you can select any strategies from the list of strategies. Here we use the system's built-in example strategy. You can double-click on the strategy to add, or you can click on button Add. To remove it back, you can double-click the strategy of the selected area or select the strategy and then click on button Delete. It is allowed to add multiple strategies at the same time. If you add multiple strategies, you can also use Delete All for one-time removal. Right now, I choose Moving Average strategy for demonstration. If you want to configure the related settings, select the strategy and then click the Settings button below the selected area. The Settings of Strategies panel will pop out. The first tab is Parameter. In Parameter, you can modify the strategy setting according to your preferable setup. Remember that each strategy parameter will vary depending on the strategy selected. The second tab is the Drawing Style. It allows users to customize the showing style of the strategy's trading signals. This one is also different depending on the strategy you select. Third tab is the Coordinates. It allows users to modify the strategy coordination. With the setting Auto, user can zoom in and out to change the price range and observe the quote status easily. Symmetrical, it requires to fill in the center point in order to set the center point of view on the chart. Then the chart center will be the center point you set. Upper or lower limits, after fill in max and min, this will limit the axis price range between min and max price. Format, this will show the axis number format according to the setting. The last tab is Numeric Format. Numeric format is the format of the strategy plot number that is shown on the top left of the trading signals. There are 4 options of format. Full, it means it will show the full digits. Digits, the number will be limited to the specific digits which we choose. Percentage, the number will be shown as percentage. By symbol, the number will show according to the specific symbol digits. Once you've finished adjusting everything on all the tabs, click OK to apply. Then you'll go back to the Strategy Settings panel. The second tab of the Strategy Settings panel is Apply. You must select what time frame period. Period will show us which time frame you want to apply. Date range, there are 2 more options to choose. Count will show us how many bars count you want to apply. When you select Count, it will calculate the strategy only in these specific bars. Start will show us the started date which we want to use. When select Start, the strategy only calculates the bars after the start date you set. On the right-hand side, there are 2 options that can be turned on or off. Autofill Candlestick will autofill that black candle which does not change in the period of the selected time frames. Hedged Positions will allow the strategy to hedge positions, which means it can buy and sell at the same time. Symbol List, user can select which wanted symbol to choose from market category. Market, it contains symbol groups from your company or you can choose from your custom group. Search, user can search for a specific symbol. In order to add or delete the symbol one by one, user can select each symbol and click on button Add or Delete. In this case, users can use keyboard control function to select each symbol or just use shift function to select between each symbol. Moreover, in order to add or delete all symbols at a time, users can just click on button Add All or Delete All. The third tab of the strategy settings panel is trading. Allow up to mean the same direction order. If you want to allow pyramiding, check this box. To allow pyramiding once, enter 2. This means that the strategy can have a maximum of 2 positions with the same direction, either buy or sell. Once check on Allow up to, there are 2 more options enabled. Checking on Regardless of the entry that generated the order means that if the order is generated by the same signal, as long as the conditions are met, the order will be entered. This means that the same signal can enter the market multiple times. However, checking on Exclude the same entry order means that it is excluded orders generated by the same signal. The same signal can only enter the market once. Max volume. This can set the maximum position limit you allowed. Default volume is the initial per trade order volume. If a specific order volume is defined within the strategy, this setting will be bypassed. Checking on Set Series Functions mean assessment will be conducted when there are positions. This means that when positions exist, the stop loss, profit target, dollar trailing, percentage trailing, and the same point function will be set. Checking on Calculate Performance in a more conservative manner mean that during the backtesting process the stop loss orders are prioritized to calculate performance more conservatively. This means the stop loss order are included by Sell, Buy to cover, Sell short at price stop. The question mark next to it will help to show a more detailed explanation. Under these 3 tabs, once you clicking OK, will apply the adjusted settings and start the execution for multi-symbol backtesting. Clicking Cancel will cancel the changes and return to the multi-symbol backtesting screen. After completing all the settings and clicking the OK button, the backtesting result of each symbol will show up. Now, let's see what are these information. The first columns are symbol column. It lists down all the testing symbol names. Win rate, it shows the overall win rate of each symbol. Net P&L, it shows the overall profit and loss of each symbol according to the selected strategies. Max loss, it shows the overall maximum loss from the strategy. Profit factor, it shows the overall gross profit divided by the gross loss, including commissions, for the entire trading period. Remember, the information from these columns are divided into 3 rows. The first row, which name All, shows the overall information of each column. The second row, which name Long, shows the overall information come from only long position. The third row, which name Short, shows the overall information come from only short position. Equity curve, this column shows a graph of the equity fluctuation during the entire back-testing period. This graph divides into 2 parts. The horizontal line indicates the equilibrium. The curve above the equilibrium is positive, which indicates equity increase, while the curve below the equilibrium is opposite, indicating that equity has decreased. MDD, this column shows a graph of the maximum drawdown during the entire back-testing period. The lower the graph move, the more max drawdown occur. Information, this column provides 2 buttons for users to use. Trading Signals button will provide us where the trading signal occur in trading chart during the backtesting period. Once the up arrow appears on the chart below any candles, it indicates a buy signal where the strategy executes a buy trade. On the other hand, whenever the down arrow appears above any candles, it indicates a sell signal where the strategy executes a sell trade. Between each entry and exit, we have a connect line for user to easily indicate their position. Example, on this currency chart, we can see that position by number 93 was executed here and exit here. Report button will provide us detailed result of back testing information of each symbol, such as the percentage profitable, net P&L, profit factor, max loss, performance overview, equity and MDD, detail equity and MDD, trade detail, max profit and loss, monthly analysis and yearly analysis. Let's get introduced to each of the information. For percentage profitable, net P&L, profit factor and max loss are already explained detail previously. So, now let's take a look closer on performance overview. This table will display the overall performance included gross profit, gross loss, return on account, etc. You can point your mouse cursor at the reference tip to know what it means. Now, let's move to the graph equity and MDD. The graph is divided into two parts. The top graph is the equity graph. Equity graphs show the result of profit and loss during trade. The bottom graph is the MDD graph. MDD graphs show the result of max drawdown during trade. These graph is calculated by each closed trade. Detail equity and MDD show the fluctuation possible performance during trade. Trade details, the data table shows various trading information in detail such as number, ticket, type, signal, date, etc. Max profit and loss is the data table which show the bar graph of max possible profit and max possible loss on each trade. The detail information of the graph is shown on the top. There are 4 represent colors in the graph. The whole bar represent the whole trade situation. Green and red are the net P&L, green represent a win. Red represent a loss. Bright blue represent a max possible profit. Pink represent a max possible loss. Monthly analysis, the data table lists down trading result of each month included profit, gross profit, gross loss, trades, and win rate. Yearly analysis, the data table lists down trading result of each year's included profit, gross profit, gross loss, trades, and win rate. On the upper right corner, there is an export button which allow user to export analysis data from the system. The table data such as trade detail, monthly and yearly data can be exported, but the graphical images data are not supported. Moreover, on the multi-symbol backtesting screen, you can also use the sort function on each column. Example, you can sort on the profit factor function to find which symbol is the most profitable. You can also use the right-click function to add the symbol to open auto trading. Thank you for your patience and hope you will understand better.